Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a what is in my travel makeup bag video, because I haven't done one of these before and I'm going away at the end of this week. I'm going away from Thursday till Sunday for a Scope event. I've been invited to do a training session for the Scope for Change campaign along with a lot of other amazing people as well. So I'm going up to Loughborough for a few days. I'm going to need makeup with me, so I thought this was prime opportunity to film a what's in my makeup bag video whilst I've got everything packed. I'm pretty much wearing everything I've got on today, so this is kind of what I'm wearing on my face at the moment. So I thought I would show you guys what I would take with me if I was going away somewhere like holiday or if I was going away for a few days, and hopefully give you guys some inspiration, because I love watching these videos, so I'm quite excited to be doing one myself. This is the makeup bag in question. It's quite big, it opens up quite big, and it was from TK Maxx. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a picture of a redhead cartoon girl on it, and it's set in London. You've got little London bus, and she's got her shopping, and she's walking by the gherkin, and it's just really, really cute. It's basically a redhead girl in London. I was like, oh my gosh, this is me. I got it from TK Maxx, and I think it was like £12 or something, and I love it. It's really handy, and it's quite big. It's quite deceiving. I call it like my Mary Poppins bag, because look, you can fit loads in it. It was really hard to pick out of all my makeup, because this dressing table behind me has got completely, all the drawers in it are full up with makeup. Every single drawer, or barring one at the bottom, which is my hair drawer, has got makeup in it. So you can imagine how it was rooting for all my stuff, trying to pick what I wanted to take. But I've narrowed it down to some of my favourites. I'm going to delve in. I'm just going to pick things out at random. I'm not going to go in any particular order, so that's just how I'm going to roll. The first thing I've just picked out is the Soap and Glory Glow All Out powder, which I mentioned in my favourites video. This is a really beautiful pink powder. It's a luminous powder, so it gives a little bit of a glow to the skin. It's great for me because I am a bit of a pink toned skin colour, so it just really looks nice and it complements my skin. It looks really lovely. It does leave your skin feeling nice and, you know, powdered, but it does give you a bit of a luminosity. It doesn't make you look really cakey, and it blends in easily. And it's got that traditional Soap and Glory scent as well, which I love. So I really like this, and it's a great powder, and I've been using it a lot recently, so I'm going to take this with me. And the mirror is quite generous as well inside, so that's the first thing. Second thing I've pulled out is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I've recently purchased because I've seen lots of people talking about this one and I wanted to try it myself. I love this concealer. It's absolutely amazing. It gives a nice luminosity to the skin, but it's not too oily. It does have very good coverage as well. I use it under my eyes and all my problem areas. Next thing I'm going to be taking is my foundation. Now recently I've done a few videos and a few of you guys have been like, oh my god Emily, what are you wearing on your skin? And it's been this. It's been the YSL Touche Éclat foundation, and I am in the shade BR10 if you want to know. It's dewy without being too oily. It gives a lovely fresh look to the skin. It's got very good coverage. It's kind of medium to high coverage depending on how much you want to put on. I personally usually go about 2 pumps, and I just absolutely love the finish it gives. It's just such a nice foundation. My mum's also got it as well and she loves it too, and it's just been working really well for me so far. So this is the one I'm going to be taking with me because I just know that it will work for me, and it's just great for kind of an everyday thing. But equally, if I wanted a bit more of a heavy, you know, finish look for the evening, I could add a little bit more of this and it would look really nice. So that's what I'm taking with me. YSL Touche Éclat, absolute fave at the moment. I am also going to be taking with me a little miniature of the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which is a really nice matte bronzer. With any kind of little miniature things I get, so sample sizes or travel sizes or little things I get from my beauty advent calendar or any kind of thing like that, or little Benefit sets or anything, I always save the miniatures and keep them for when I'm going away, because I don't want to have to take the big massive sizes, because I just don't want to have to do that, because you have to have more room for stuff and it just gets more, you know, of a fiasco. So I always keep little miniatures for when I'm travelling. So this is why I've kept this little miniature one, which was in my Do the Hoola set, and I love this bronzer. It's my favourite, I think my second favourite next to the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Quite similar in colour, a little tiny bit darker, but like I said, because this is a smaller one, I want this one because it's nice and compact. For brows, I'm going to be taking with me the Urban Decay Brow Pencil in Taupe, and it's got a little pencil on one side, which I love. It's a really great colour for my brows, and then it's got a little brush which I can use to maintain my brows and keep them in place. I really like the way it makes my brows look. I can have a really nice full natural brow without them looking too fake or synthetic, and I've just got used to using a brow pencil. I used to hate using brow pencils, but now I love it, and this is just my all-time favourite brow product, above anything I've ever used before. So I'm going to be taking this with me for just doing my brows of a daytime. Next up is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it's their original one, just their classic one that I've used before, and it's a little baby size, and I mean, it's so cute. Look how tiny it is. I really like this primer potion. It's great. It's just kind of a very natural look. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it like the Eden one does, but this is just great if you just want to make sure your eyeshadow stays in place. I really like it. It doesn't make my eyeshadow crease, and I've just used it for ages now, so I'm going to be taking this with me because, again, it's a little miniature one. We have a little miniature of the High Beam highlighter by Benefit, again because it's a little miniature size that I got in the set. I'm taking this with me. I love this highlighter. I'm actually wearing it today. It's just a really beautiful pink colour, and it's got a bit of a pearly undertone to it. It's not too shimmery, it's just such a pretty colour. I use it on the brow bone and on the cheekbones, and because this is a liquid highlighter, it will be easy for me to use. I can use it with my fingers and I won't have to take extra brushes for it, which is why I'm taking it with me. I really like the way it looks, and I've used it for years. I think this is one of the first Benefit products I've ever tried, and I love it. Another Benefit product, and it is the They're Real mascara, and it's a little tiny size again. I love this mascara. I've used it for years now. I really like the way it makes my lashes look. It gives a lot of definition and length to them. I mean, my lashes are quite long anyway, but it's nice to have a little bit of extra length. It's a tried and trusted product. I've used it so many times in looks and stuff, and I just still like it to this day. It's by far my all-time favourite one out of all the ones I've tried, and I've tried a lot in my time, so Benefit's They're Real, absolute favourite, love it. I'm also going to be taking with me a lip oil. Now, the reason I'm taking this with me is because I have also got a few lip tints, and if I want to add a little bit of a gloss or a little bit of a sheen to my lips, I can add this on, and this is the Clarins lip oil, and it's their honey one, and I just really like this. It's very conditioning, adds a really nice gloss to the lips, and you can also use it as a lip oil in the evening to give your lips a bit of conditioning. So I got it in December, and I've been using it a lot recently, and I just think it's a great thing to have if you're just having a bit of a lip liner, but then you also want to add something to make it look more like a gloss. You could do that, which is why I'm using this one. Also, another thing to mention is that a lot of hotels have aircon, so when you're in your hotel room, you might end up with chapped lips. So I'm taking this because I don't want my lips to get all chapped and nasty, and this is my favourite one because it's got honey in it, so it's very conditioning for the lips and it's really good. And also, I'm going to be going swimming a lot of the time because there's a big pool in the hotel, so chlorine can dry out my lips a little bit, so I don't want that to happen. So again, this is why I'm taking that. I'm also going to be taking with me the Urban Decay Stag Eyeliner, which is a very dark brown colour. It's like a coffee brown, I'd have said, and it's matte. And I really like this eyeliner because it's not too dark. I don't always like using black eyeliners, especially when I'm away from home and my mum can't check whether I've done it okay. The Urban Decay eyeliners are great. You can correct them easily. They're quite easy to apply. They're more like a pencil, but they're quite creamy, and I just really like this colour. So I'm going to be taking this one with me in case I want to add a bit of eyeliner. I'm also going to be taking with me the Urban Decay Brow Gel in Neutral Brown. This is a tinted brow gel. I don't always use tinted brow gels, but because I haven't had my eyebrows tinted in a little bit of a while, I've not had them done for about 4 weeks, they're starting to get a little bit more of a pale colour, so if I want to make them look a little bit more darker, then I would use this, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use this. If I want to add something extra for the evening, then this is what I would use, so I am going to be taking this with me as well. Next, I have a quad, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Golden Goddess quad, and oh my gosh, I love this quad. I got it for my birthday last year and I've used it a lot. So this has got a nice mixture of different shimmery golden bronzy tone colours, and I like this quad because if I'm having a really uninspired day and I don't know what to put on my eyes, or I just want something quite easy to use, I will reach for this because I love Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. They're such an easy thing to blend, they look amazing, and I just really like the way they look. I've got them on today at the moment actually. I've got one of the shades on my crease, and I've also got the lighter shade on my brow bone, and I love this. And I just really like the colours, and it's just great for either an evening look or a daytime look. It's quite a versatile little quad and I really like it. Sticking with eyeshadows, another eyeshadow I'm not going to be taking with me is the Charlotte Tilbury Betty Eyes to Mesmerise eyeshadow. So I've mentioned one of these in my last video, and they're basically like a water-based cream eyeshadow. They are such a creamy product to put on. They're so easy to blend, and they're just such a nice thing to have for a daytime look. So if I haven't got a lot of time in the morning, maybe I've slept in or something, then this is a great product to use because you can just have a little sweep of colour on the lid, blend it out a little bit, and you're pretty much good to go, which is why I like it. And Betty is a really pretty gold colour. It's got nice amber tones running through it as well, but it's such a lovely colour. One more Charlotte Tilbury product for eyes I have to show you is the Charlotte Tilbury Colour Chameleon, and it's in the colour Champagne Diamonds. So I'm sure some of you guys know about Colour Chameleons. They're basically like eyeshadow cream sticks, and they're like pencils. You can sharpen them and you basically put them on as and where you want to. They're made to match or complement your eye colour. So Champagne Diamonds is meant for blue eyes, and it's just a nice really shimmery champagne colour. So this I probably would use just all over the lid or in the inner corner, and then with a bit of the Betty as well over the top, just because I really like the colour and I just love the way it looks, and it's such a shimmery colour and it's really pretty for the spring. For blusher, I have two that I'm going to be taking with me. It was really hard to pick with blusher because I've got so many that I love, but these are the two that I use a lot and that I know are really nice and complementary to my skin tone. The first one I'm going to be taking with me is the Milani Luminoso, and it's just a really pretty peachy pink colour, but it's also got gold tones running through it. It's a shimmery kind of colour, so it is very highlighting, but it's just such a beautiful colour for the daytime. And then the other one I'm taking with me is the NARS Orgasm Blusher. Now this is slightly similar to Luminoso, but this one's got a bit more of a pink tone to it. This one's more peach, so this is just nice if you want a bit more of a cooler tone look, but it has still got gold tones running through it, so it's still shimmery and it's still a good tone if you've got light skin. But they're just two different shades of blush. One's more peach, one's more pink. So I'm going to be taking these two with me, and I really like these blushes. They're two of my favourite ones at the moment. I'm also going to be taking with me two of the miniature Benefit tints. I got these in a set and I really like these two colours. One of them is in Posy Tint, which I love, and the other one is in Char Char Tint, which I've recently started to use. Now Posy Tint is more of a pink colour. It's kind of I'd say it's more of a slightly peach tone pink. It's really pretty, it's lovely for the spring. And then Char Char Tint, it's more of a coral tone pink, so it's got more of a warmer corally orangey undertone to it. I was dubious of this at first, but I put it on and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. It's lovely for pale skin. So I really like these, and they're really small, so they don't take up a lot of room. You can either use them as a blusher or you can use them on the lips as a lip tint. It depends what you want. You can use them as both, and they're really versatile, and I love the colours. So these are the two that I'm going to be taking with me. Another highlight I'm going to be taking with me is the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and it's again a miniature one. Now I love this highlighter. It's more of a champagne colour, so I'd say this is nicer for the evening, I think, because it's just got that really beautiful elegant look to it, and it's got that shimmer running through it, and I really like it. And because it's a little miniature one, it again doesn't take up a lot of room, but I have the full size one and I really like this. It's one of my favourite highlighters, so I'm going to be taking this with me and probably using it as an evening kind of thing, or maybe if I just am using a bit more of a gold tone eye, then I'll probably would add this as well. For primer, I'm going to be taking with me the Benefit That Girl Primer. This is more like a brightening primer, so I'd say this is nice for the springtime, and it's just really dewy looking. It's a lovely glowy finish to the skin. It's got a pink tone running through it, so it's just nice if you want something to brighten your skin up. So another thing I'm going to be taking with me is the Urban Decay setting spray, and this is the one which is for long lasting makeup. Now I have used the setting spray before. I've got the big size one of the Chill one, which I love, but this one is nice as well, just because if you want to fix your makeup in place, it does work. You have to put a few squirts of it on your face. It will feel a little bit wet or damp, and then you just wait for it to dry and it will keep your makeup in place. I would say use this before you're going to put on your mascara, because if you don't, it might run a little bit. I have found this personally anyway, so or you can wait till your mascara dries completely, but I personally put it on before I put mascara on and then finish up with mascara. Now for contour and highlight, I've got this beautiful palette which I've been loving, and it is by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. So I mentioned this in my makeup look that I did recently, my spring one. It's got a lovely matte contour and it's got a nice highlight this side. I absolutely love this. It's such a nice colour for pale skin tones, and they've got in a variety of different shades. I think this is the lightest one though, and it's really, really pretty, and I just absolutely love the finish it gives, and it's such a nice contour, so I'm going to be taking that with me as well. We're getting to the bottom of the makeup bag now, and I've just got a few more things to show you from the makeup bag. And I've got some lip products. So first of all, I just want to mention the lip liner I'm taking. I am going to be taking the Naked 2 lip liner by Urban Decay, and this is just a really pretty, very slightly brown tone pink. So it's good for a nude lip, or if you just want something quite simple but that you want to add a lip gloss over the top. And then lastly, for lips, I've got these two lip products here. The first one is the Lancome Juicy Shaker in the shade Vanilla Pop. Again, I mentioned this in my last video. I love this colour. It's a beautiful brown tone red. It's slightly burgundy looking, and it's so pretty for this time of the year. And also because it's sheer, it's a lovely daytime lip colour, because it's a nice plumping, moisturising lip colour, but it's quite a sheer finish. It's not too heavy. The other one I'm going to be taking with me is a Charlotte Tilbury Stoned Rose lipstick. Now this is a slightly reddish pink tone brown colour. It's really pretty, and it's nice for an everyday look. It's a beautiful finish. I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. They're such a creamy finish. They feel lovely on the lips. They smell amazing. They don't wear patchy either, which is why I like them. I think they're really good quality. So these are the two I'm going to be taking with me. So I just also want to mention some brushes I'm going to be taking with me. As you can see by my pots there, I have a lot of brushes, but I'm trying to be quite sensible about what brushes I'm taking with me and only pick the ones that I use on a daily basis, because I don't want to have to take loads of things with me when I'm going to be travelling. And the first one I've got is the Real Techniques powder brush. It's big, it's fluffy, it's got a nice slightly rounded top. It's great for powder, it's great for bronzer, it's great for blending and buffing things in. Another one I'm going to be taking with me is the MAC 168 brush. Now this is a slanted fluffy brush. It's good for contour, it's good for highlight, and it's good for blusher, so it's quite a versatile brush to use. So I just like this one because I'm going to be using contour and blush, and they're all powders, so I think something like this would be quite a useful brush to have. Another one I'm going to be taking with me is the Zoeva Silk Finish brush. This is great to have a nice airbrushed finish to the skin. It's good for either foundation or concealer, so I'm going to be taking this to act as both a concealer and a foundation brush. 4 of the ones I've got here are for eyes. So I've got a MAC 217 brush. It's a pretty classic brush. Lots of people love this brush because it's fluffy, it's great for blending, and it's just a really nice brush to have. The other one I'm going to be taking with me is a MAC 224 brush. This is a bigger blending brush, so it's good if I want to have a bit more of a smoky look and I want to blend a bit more. Another one I'm going to be taking with me is the MAC 239 brush. This is great for patting on colour and having a bit more of a concentrated colour, so it's great for a colour all over the lid, and I really like this, and also for colour on the brow bone. And then the last one I'm going to be taking with me is a Morphe M505 brush. This is nice to add a bit of a colour onto the crease, but also colour on the inner corner. Lastly, I'm going to be taking with me a MAC 221 brush. This is a lip brush, just to have more of a defined line. I'm more of a person who likes to use a lip brush because I like to, get the colour everywhere and get it in the corners of my lips, which is the area I always miss, so I wanted to take a lip brush with me as well. And that is pretty much everything in my what's in my makeup bag. I really hope you enjoyed it and you've got some ideas of things you might like to take away with you if you're going travelling. Do let me know in the comments below what you guys will take away with you if you're going on holiday or somewhere. I'd like to know what you take with you. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as well if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next one.